Today we look at a rather polarizing tobacco blend that has one of the most unique selection of flavors and aromas in Tabacchiana, the Lakeland Essence tobaccos. A literal potpourri of perfumed scented pipe tobacco that is loved by some and loathed by others.
So tonight we want to talk about the Lakeland tobaccos. In particular, what we're really talking about is the Lakeland Essence. So what is that? So up in the north of England, northwest, up against Scotland, there's an area called Cumbria, and that is called the Lakeland area of England because of the lakes. And Kendal is located in that area. And the Gawath Hogarth and Samuel Gawath brand nowadays is located right there. Now, not everything that those companies make is a Lakeland. Well, it is, because it's all made in Lakeland, but it doesn't have the Lakeland Essence. And so the Lakeland Essence is actually a series. They're geranium or licorice or rose water, all sorts of very natural aromatics that are added to these high quality tobaccos. Now, what makes it different from an American aromatic is it's not like caramel flavor and you're expecting caramel, or good old-fashioned cherry, and then you're disappointed because it doesn't taste like cherry. These are essences which enhance the smell, the aroma, but what you're tasting is the tobacco, and they are beloved by many, many, many people. Now, some people don't like them. They smell that geranium and they're saying, "Oh my gosh, this smells like my grandmother's bathroom, those little soaps," and maybe they do. But for a lot of people, the Lakeland tobaccos that use the essence of Lakeland are very, very popular.
Well, thank you for that explanation, Richard. It's good to have you back after your brief time off. The Lakeland tobaccos are really kind of tough, I think, for most people to approach because, as Americans anyway, I think, because they're in a flavor category that the modern Americans are just not used to. I think in order to enjoy the Lakelands, you have to, it's kind of an acquired taste to some degree. Some people are going to get it right off the bat because some people enjoy unique flavors more than others. That's not to say that these are so unique that they're unapproachable. That's actually just the opposite of what we're trying to say. We'd like to encourage you to try the Lakelands because there's such a variety of flavors within the Lakeland tobaccos that old explanation that they smell and taste like grandma's soap isn't a very fair estimation of these tobaccos at all. These are aromatic tobaccos that came to life in another time period, not a modern time period, when people ate a variety of different foods. They relied on more botanical flavorings than we do today. We rely a lot upon sugar, and we rely a lot upon other things than botanicals as people did in the past. And so you do have these flavors like rose geranium. You also have anise, which is a type of licorice. You also have cloves flavoring that's in there. You also have a lot of other flavorings that we're not really sure what they are because they're a bit of a trade secret with Gawath Hogarth, I believe. Can't find much information on them. But Gawith Hogarth originally made a lot of snuff, and they still do make snuff. And I think a lot of those flavors came out of that part of the business in the Lakeland Essence. So you're also going to find in there some citrus. You're going to find some lemon, some orange. You're going to find things like bergamot, which is like bee balm, similar to Earl Grey tea. You're going to find all these natural botanical flavors that, as Americans who pretty much, nowadays have a fast food kind of mentality of sugar and salt and fat and occasionally something acidic, it's a little bit of a leap. It's a little bit of an obstacle for us to get past. But if you can get past it, you're going to find a whole nother world that's going to open up to you, because there's nothing on the market like the Lakeland tobaccos, the Lakeland Essence tobaccos. There is a long list of flavors, but each variety, like Arundel or Grousemore or any of the others, they're distinctively different. All of the different ones have different flavors to them. There is no singular Lakeland Essence. There is a familiarity between all of them, but none of them are identical. I mean, it would be dumb to kind of produce the same thing over and over and over. That's not what they do. Each one uses different tobaccos, and they use a different flavor profile with those tobaccos. And I think if you give them a try, that you're going to find something in that wide variety that exists out there that you like. You're going to find some things you don't like, but you're going to find some things that you do like, and I have. I'm just kind of started getting into the Lakelands. I was kind of shooed away from them for a while because I'd heard the talk, oh, they'll ghost your pipe. They taste, like perfume and all of this stuff. And so for years, I just kind of avoided them. And when I did smell them, I was like, oh gosh, they're right. But these tobaccos are actually much deeper and wider in flavor than any other tobacco on the market. I mentioned a few of the flavors. Richard's mentioned a few of them, but that's really just the tip of the iceberg in terms of all of the different flavors that are out there. I saw a list from possible flavors that they're using that actually was a list that came from their snuff, and they have a wide and varied toolbox of flavors that they could utilize in these, and they do utilize. And then you take those flavors and you change the tobaccos. The base tobaccos are high quality tobaccos. They go through a process that's, they've been doing for over 200 years. And they're really good tobaccos in the way that they are produced. And so they're one of the highest quality tobaccos on the market. And I think if you give them a try, you're going to find at least one that you're probably going to like. And so next time when we come back, me and Richard are each going to give 3 suggestions of something you can try in the Lakeland tobaccos. And I don't have as much experience on these as Richard does. He's going to pick 3. I'm going to pick the 3 from the ones that I've tried so far that I enjoy, and give you some idea of where you can start if you've never tried these before. So until next time, I hope you'll join us again, and happy smokes.